Greetings YouTube and welcome to episode 137 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. How often do you look at old yearbooks? Not often. I can't remember the last time I looked at any of my old yearbooks. I'm not even sure where they are. I know they're on a bookshelf somewhere in the house, but I don't know where. When was a time you performed in front of an audience? Well, technically I'm performing in front of an audience right now. Admittedly, not a large audience, but I've been in bands on stage and in parades and things like that. That was back in high school. I used to be PR guy for the Society for Creative Anachronism, so I did that all kind of thing all the time. If you could be either a popular singer or a successful writer, which would you choose and why? Successful writer, because while popular singers can make more money up front, successful writers can have more effect over time. And they also can make quite a bit of money, particularly if they write the right kind of books that get turned into movies. I would get to go to. I would make sure I would have the contract written so I got to visit the sets anytime I wanted to. I would also want a Stan Lee type cameo. Do you know the words to the Star Spangled Banner? Not off the top of my head. Don't really care. I think anthems are for people who have a very shallow sense of patriotism. What comics do you read when grow? What comics do you read? Oh, I read so many comics when I was a kid. Spider-Man was one of my most favorite characters of all. But I read all kinds of comics. It was Batman, Superman, all kinds of stuff. And as I get older, I just kept reading them. And I got into the independents when they became popular, and the black and white, wave hit. The TMNT and geriatric jiu-jitsu gerbils. I heard those. Read them. What is the most recent hobby you took up? Hobby I took up? Probably making. What would be the premise of a novel you would like to write? If I'm going to write a single novel, it would probably be a story about what life is like as a blue-collar worker. What hobby would you like to make into a career? Since I don't think I could make any of my hobbies into careers because I'm not good at them. But if you were to magically grant me the power to be as good as it is required to be able to have a career, it would be making. What famous people do you most enjoy reading about? I don't mind. I read about actors quite frequently. Politicians. They're famous people. So yeah, there you go. If you were an artist, what would be the theme of your drawings or paintings? Well, since I've been an artist in the past, and the theme of my sketches was weapons, I imagine they would play a great role if I got back into drawings or I took up painting, which I never did. I had a couple of paintings for art class, things like that, but I never did it any great skill. I was not all that great at it. And I'm not particularly good at organic things, but I was pretty decent at sketches. I will hopefully remember to put up a link to my DeviantArt below, and you can go check it out. But thank you for being here for episode 137 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. I hope that you show up for episode 138.